Hello and welcome to a video that's honestly going to be a pure, large, ripe crapshoot. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about my personal opinions, my very personal opinions on what I've seen so far from Gemmy as of, early April of 2021. Now, I've definitely seen a lot of positives and I've definitely seen a lot of negatives. Probably more negatives than positives, because if I saw more positives, I would not be making this video in this tone. So we'll get started with the first standout inflatable of 2021, and that is the updated Lux Santa. Now, the new Lux Santa, in my opinion, is definitely a step down from last year's, mainly just because of its eyelashes. I think its eyelashes are almost as weird as... That's right. To be honest, I think the girly aspect of this inflatable overshadows its amazing detailing that it has, especially on the, lower torso. It's got amazing detailing. Gemmy knocked it out of the park with that, and fortunately it is $120, so $40 less than what Lowe's had it selling for, or Gemmy had it selling for last year. But that's also because there is no, gift sack. It's an okay design, but I just feel like with its eyelashes and the fact that it's just, to me, the 2021 Lux Santa is a flop, because I've got such strong connections to the 2020 Lux Santa. I just love that one so much. It's in the Sam's Club sleigh. That one is really cool. So I feel like Gemmy did a great job with that particular design, and to see it revamped in a lesser way is honestly a huge killer to me. And going forward, I really hope Gemmy can step it up, because with this one, I'm just not feeling it at all. Now, to do a complete 180, the 18-foot Jack Skellington is honestly the best inflatable of 2021 so far. I said that in my live stream with Rob and Josh. I like this one because I've wanted a massive Jack Skellington for so long, and we finally get an 18-foot Jack. It is perfect. I want to get this inflatable first thing. I've been waiting for an 18-foot Jack for so long, or at least not an 18-foot, but a Colossal Jack Skellington. I think we've all been waiting for one, and to finally get it in 2021 is an epic deal. It's a huge deal, really important because it is a licensed inflatable, and to get, I believe it is the largest licensed inflatable of all time, or at least maybe it could be tying one. I don't know how tall the two-story Grinch is exactly. Maybe it's also 18 feet, but I definitely know that this one is at least tying it for the top spot of biggest licensed inflatable of all time, so that's really cool, especially to see it in 2021, and it's an amazing design. I love it. Number one for sure of at least 2021. Some of you might know that I own the 16-foot Serpent that I think came out in 2017, so I'm really thrilled to be able to get this one this year. My only complaint with it is the stupid pumpkin that's on its left side. Very small, an extremely unimportant detail that Gemmy added onto this inflatable. It didn't ruin it, but it honestly sucks. The purple is a little dark, and I think the scaling is a little dark. Everything else about it I can kind of look over. It's just the pumpkin is absolute garbage. Should not have been placed on this inflatable at all, and Gemmy really messed that one up. And if you're watching this, you suck. Sheesh. So now we're going to talk about the micro LED. And in my opinion, the micro LED is going to flop. I do not think people are going to be interested in it, mainly just because it's micro, it's in the name why it's going to flop. When Gemmy released, the singing snowman and Santa, and they had the Thriller pumpkin, that is what they need to bring back, not make it smaller and on a lesser scale. It's just, I don't think micro LED is going to do well. The sleigh is weird, the bottom of it does not look good. The only good thing about that inflatable is that the teddy bear is mixed media. It's the only thing that's good about it, but it does not save the inflatable. The tree is probably the best micro LED out there, just because the micro LED works so well on the tree. The Happy Halloween sign doesn't look too bad, but they only did the micro LED for the pumpkin. But that's honestly not too bad of an inflatable to put it on, because it works, but I still feel like micro LED is just, it's not going to be there. You can see that with the small pumpkin sack that I've got up on the screen right now. That inflatable is just, I don't like it. I think the micro LED is just not going to light it up enough. I think it's going to be another Extra Bright failure, and you can see Extra Bright's not returning in 2021 unless they're doing it with that 12-foot Santa. I'm not sure though. My prediction right here. You heard it first. Micro LED will be a failure. Transitioning to a more positive note, I think Ghostbusters is going to have one of its best years yet in 2021, just because they're releasing three really solid designs that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. The first one being the Hanging Slimer, second one being the Who You Gonna Call sign with the logo and then the pumpkins at the bottom, and then the third being Slimer on that ghost trap. All three of them are really solid. Gemmy put a lot of effort into them. They all are great, and I honestly think that Ghostbusters 2021 for Gemmy is going to be a success. They're going to make a lot of money off of the license. Well, I'm going to kill that positive spirit now, because now we're transitioning to the Air Dorables. So the Air Horribles are honestly probably the worst thing that Gemmy has come up with in recent years. They are terrible. Nobody wants them. Nobody, I think, will buy them. I think they're honestly going to do terribly. Do not release them this year and come up with something better, please. Anything. It doesn't even have to be inflatable related, because Gemmy does a lot of other things besides inflatables, and they could put their thought and their time and their production towards something that will actually catch people's attention, like maybe like some sort of orchestra of lights or some shit like that. So you could easily do anything. Honestly, you cannot do worse. I'm gonna put it this way. You cannot do worse than producing the Air Horribles you have ready to go now. You can't do any worse, so just do something different. It's gonna be better, and I'm not going to think this low of you for this particular item. Please, you have you have the license stacked. You have the Grinch, you have NBC, you have Minions, you have just, please stop what you're doing now. Please. Please just stop. Air Dorables are not the only crap thing that Gemmy's done in 2021, or at least what they're planning to do. We also have the Airblown Ghost Wrapped Around sign, post large. I'm just reading this off of Arette Sales. So this one is honestly terrible. It is one of the worst. I think this is the worst tree. Oh, it's not even a tree, damn it. It looks like a tree because it's brown. Why would they do that? Like, this is one of the, I can't say this, but the stupidest designs Gemmy has made this year, other than Air Dorables and maybe micro LED and like all that other stuff. But this one is so bad. The font that they use for the signs, Candytown and Booville, is atrocious. It is awful. Like, why would they do that? It just does not look good. Like, nothing about this inflatable is good, other than maybe the RIP tombstone at the bottom and the two jack-o'-lanterns. That's honestly it. Everything about it sucks. The moon at the top looks weird. The ghost does not look good at all, how it wraps around. I do not like that. This inflatable is honestly a 1 out of 10 and should never be produced. No one should buy this. It is awful. So for my last point that I want to make is regarding the 2.5-foot cutie Jack Skellington and then the cutie Mickey Mouse pumpkin. Both of these inflatables had such high potential. And what I mean by that is last year, the Mickey pumpkin that sold at Lowe's that I actually got for Blake sold out pretty much everywhere. Every Lowe's that got it sold out of it. It skyrocketed on eBay. It is a gem, no doubt about it. And Gemmy was going to replicate that, or at least from my perspective, they had it ready to go. Like, they could easily have done it, but they decided to make it a very small, cheap fan. They could have made Jack Skellington 9 feet tall. It would have sold out, would have been amazing, base fan, everything. Could have made a new, actually enhanced version, just like the Lux Santa, when it gets downgraded pretty much in 2021 to the eyelash crap thing. Now, sadly enough, I could continue talking about bad designs that Gemmy's releasing this year, but I'm not going to. I think I've said everything I need to say. You definitely understand my perspective on what I'm seeing so far. I'm only seeing a very select few that are awesome, that I know for a fact I'm getting. A lot that are massive disappointments and are not meeting their full potential whatsoever. They're not even getting off the ground in their potential. They are literally on the runway, going straight and crashing and, blazing up, whatever. I mean, take the Sequin Santa, for example. That thing is the tackiest I've ever seen. Like, it's so bad. It is so bad. I cannot stand that inflatable, but I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you, I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Happy Easter, maybe? Yeah, and go Baylor, because, like, I've been rooting for them all March Madness, and it looks like they might win. So, peace out. Bye.